'Cause you're a lot different from what I remember.
What do you remember? What do you remember as what?
You going out every fucking night?
Yeah. Partier? Fucking going out with Candy? I can't believe you didn't fucking remember her. She
Yeah,
was my
no.
twin there. Yeah, but the only difference between me and her is I grew up. I matured. Could you have trusted that girl? Nah, you shouldn't have. You were kind of a fool too. Did I ever do anything to you? No. No, because I had loyalty. You know, it's something that was instilled in me from a young age. It's loyalty, but should you have trusted her over the woman I am now? No. No way in hell. Now, are there things that I might not be able to talk about right away or something because of obvious reasons I'm sure you can think of? Yeah. Of course there are, but that's something that I think could change very quickly and change with time. Now, can you trust me in the sense of, I mean, what really? Would you prefer me to have been continued my life of partying?
No, 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 no. I like the person you are now, but I say this with all respect. It was kind of hard to trust you back then, because I didn't know what you were doing and you were always gone. So I feel like a part of that's still there.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're you're a big dog now, so you're gonna be doing a lot of stuff, that I can't really be part of. So and if this dude's gonna be part of your group or any dude at that matter, and I'm not gonna be there because I'm not a part of it, what if something happens?
First of all, there's no way in hell that I'd fall for any of my associates or anything like that. You know, when it comes to it, it's strictly business with me. I need to have a wall up with these people, which is specifically why you can't be on my crew. Specifically why you can't be with me is because I have to have a wall up because I have to be able to kill these motherfuckers if they do something. They make me look bad. I have to be able to be like, hey, you made me look bad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now I know that sounds a little scary. I know that sounds messed up, but I'm trying to live as 100% honest with you as I'm able to, anyways. So, the way you get to know me better is by knowing that I'm gonna have to do things that I don't want to do, and I'm gonna have to come home to you and complain about them, and you might get mad at me for having done those things. You might be all in your feelings about it and everything, and I expect it. I do expect it. But one thing I am ensuring, and one thing that I I I know that you know is that I did. It's not that I didn't warn you. You know, I'm being upfront and honest about it right now because what I wasn't back in the day was upfront and honest about, going out and partying and having a good time and all that shit and the shit that I used to get into. But fact of the matter is one thing you never could say is that I never didn't show up to one of your races or anything. I was there every Saturday, even if I was out the Friday night. You know?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Now, if I'd continued that lifestyle, fuck, I'd probably have been dead. You know how much drugs and shit I was doing? My mother's influence, you knew my ma. I mean,
Yeah, no.
she was fucking insane. You know, a woman should miss her mother. A woman should look up to her, should want to be her. She shouldn't look at her dad and want to be more her dad than her own mom. don't want to be her. I don't want to be anything like her. That woman was short-tempered and fucking... I mean, my dad was insane. He did horrendous things. Horrendous things. Things that Johnny knows him almost better than I knew him in that sense. But I'd still fucking take being that life than being my ma. Because my ma, she didn't try and make herself into anything. She tried to just live her youth out as long as she possibly could. And now who the fuck even knows where she is? All I know is she's on the fucking streets or something. I haven't heard from her in ages, in years. Guarantee she probably doesn't even remember she has a daughter. Was I influenced by that? Yeah. Of course I was influenced by that. I mean, I was young. I lived with her all my life at that point when we first met. You know, but then the people came and took me away. Gave me back to my dad, and I learned very quickly the different type of life I could lead. One with honor, one with loyalty. I think that's why I'm so attached to the whole family idea, because in the end, no one can take me from them. You know, they'll look out for me and I'll look out for them. And I want you to be a part of that. I want you to be in that family with me.
And that's why I'm here, and I'm here for you, and I just, I don't want to lose you again,
Yeah. Well, the only way you're fucking losing me is in a casket. The only question is if you're prepared to, do whatever it takes with me. Because I'd rather you... Fuck. I mean... I don't want to turn out like my mom and my dad. They were together 2 years. That's it. 1 year, and they enjoyed, 6 months of dating? I was born. My dad couldn't take the fact that she was doing all that shit. I was just a newborn. You know? I don't want that. I don't want that pressure. You know, because listen. I can be candid with you. You know, my dad did the shit that I'm doing now. Only he did it more hardcore. I'm still learning. He was in that life for fucking ever. You know, it's all he knew. And it wasn't easy on my mom. And it made my mom go crazy. Now, was she crazy beforehand? Of course she was crazy beforehand. But he was her trigger. You know, he fucking turned her. I hear stories about when she was younger of how, she was a lot like how I was, very lively and just wanted to have fun. She just wanted to enjoy herself. But when she met my dad, and apparently that's where everything flipped. And then she spent most of her time just chasing her youth, wanting to feel young again. Difference is, though, between me and my ma, I don't want to feel young again. I hated being young. I hated that person I was. Even when I was in it, I fucking hated her. Oh my guts, I hated waking up hungover. I hated worrying about if I was going to be strung out, if I was going to green out, if I was going to fucking overdose. I worried about it. Of course I did, but addiction grabs you in a different way.
I get that.
But it's not a part of me anymore, so you don't have to worry about her. The real question is if you loved her more than you like me now. Because I'm in a different lifestyle, yes, but the life I'm in is just as brutal. And it's gonna be just as brutal in your emotions. Because I'm gonna be I have to be ruthless. But I'll come home and be candid with you about how things made me feel. But when I'm out there and when I'm talking to the people around me and stuff, I have to be as if I don't feel,
Mm-hmm. No, I get that, but just promise me one thing. You know, you do what you gotta do, but don't turn cold.
I'm trying. Believe me, I'm trying.
Cause I don't wanna come back here. You know, I'm fine with chatting it up about what you did or what you had to do, but I don't want you to bring that here, you know?
Yeah. Leave it at the door type thing.
Hmm. We could talk about it. Don't feel like, oh, you know, I gotta leave it. Like, no, that's fine. But don't close yourself off, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm here for you as long as you're here for me.
Yeah.
You should cheer up, yo.
Oh, I'm teary.
Yeah?
Yeah, when you don't got me thinking about my mom. Fuck.
Hey.